morning, and I hope you all had a very nice Christmas and happy holidays ahead. Stavros Tousios, of course, for M4Markets, and in today's video we're going to have a quick look on eurodollar and Aussie dollar because they are actually shown very similar signs on the RSI indicator. That is a sign of a potential hidden bearish divergence, and this is due to the fact that we are seeing actually momentum accelerating at the moment, but the prices still remain far from the previous peak, and that suggests that the moment we do break above the previous momentum high at around the 68 here, most probably we're going to have a hidden divergence. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to see prices falling, but it could be an indication, an early indication of a potential, turn or even a peak, until, of course, or unless we break or tag the previous high in the euro-dollar case above 107.335. We do know and we do remember as well that our channel here is bullish, okay, even in this medium sort of term case, or even if we look at this on a standalone basis. But if we go down on the 1 hour chart, we're going to see that there is a lot of flat price action here, and there is an attempt. We haven't yet confirmed that because we're still very close to the top. There is an attempt for a potential breakout. Now, if you also remember, we talked about this consolidation for a while, okay? And usually when you see consolidations, when we see consolidations of this sort of price action, that we see mainly overlaps rather than clear directional moves, then this suggests that there is more potential for, well, in this case, upside, because the breakout so far in this particular case at least looks like it comes without overlaps. That tells me that we might see indeed another leg to the upside, and that although we have identified, of course, this sort of potential signal, okay, over here from there, I would say, to there, which on the 1 hour looks like there is already a hidden bearish divergence. You see that, right? Although we do see that there is potential to break higher. Now on the 4 hours, we see a similar signal here. Look, we are heading higher in terms of the RSI, but the distance that we have to go through in order to achieve the previous high, right, without, of course, the RSI getting above the momentum high over here, it is impossible. So either the moment we reach around the 68 or so, which is also around the resistance level, okay, the moment we reach our level, and very likely going to be above that, we're going to get again a hidden bearish divergence. Okay, now as you can see, the trend on the Aussie, it's also to the upside. However, we have returned back within this base channel. So Aussie it actually shows more bearish signs that the euro dollar does. The euro dollar still is in an accelerated trend, not just above the base channel, is an accelerated trend, but correct. This has actually fallen down in 5 waves as well. And usually when that happens, what is the idea? We see a 3-wave up and then further continuation to the downside. So in this particular case, guys, although the signals are similar, Aussie looks more bearish. And usually what happens when we have a first leg to the downside like this, we see a rejection up to around the 61.8, which is very close to the 68 round level, which is at 61.8 here, the 67.93, let's call it. It's very close actually to have a cluster there potentially. Now, that said, and let's not forget, usually what happens when we see corrections of this sort of magnitudes, we go to the 100% of the Fibonacci of the first 2 legs. And what does that show us? It shows us, again, 67.88 is the 100%. At the same time, we are very near this channel top as well. But of course, always we need to expect the unexpected. In case we break above that level, then you know, and if we lose the 68.20, then most probably this is going to end up being a continuation to the upside, with the first target, the 60 closer to 68.90, and then of course the 69, which is also psychological level.